All right, what's up, guys? So, Cam Stories TV has uploaded a video titled "When a Child Predator Terrorizes an Entire Movie Theater." Yeah, it's like if it's like a full house packed, all that stuff. It's like and that's the thing where it's like you shouldn't be a child predator under any circumstances. It's like you maybe if it's like there's a movie director and he yells action and that's who your character is. Only time when it's like, yeah, you're telling a story. Even then, I would still find like a role like that weird and stuff. But I mean, if it's like to, like spread awareness to like, yeah, how like weird a person can be, then yeah, it's like if I'm the actor cut out for it, I don't know. I'm like, it would depend on like some of the scenes. I'm like, yeah, if they don't show me doing any things, but they're just saying that's who my character is, I'm like, okay. But I'm like, as far as like doing I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna be doing all that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, but stuff like this on some real life stuff, yeah, it's like, fam, you don't know who's in that theater. It could be somebody where it's like, if I ever see a child predator in real life, it's like, I'm taking them out. You don't know if that person could have been in that theater. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, fam, there's so much more to life than sitting around being weird. But yeah, if that's the route that you want to go down, you're gonna find an exit. They ain't gonna be like, oh, I could just bust a U-turn and get up out. And no, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you ain't gonna be able to get out of it. So, but yeah, and I think for this guy, it's like he found that exit. So now, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cam Stories TV for more videos like this. And with that being said,
humor me for a second. You're saying you fell asleep, leaned and touched her breast, right? Into those big couches, right? So
how is it, fam? When I fall asleep, so my arms is like, if I'm in a movie theater, I'm probably like, sitting. I get both the armrests. I'm like, yeah, if I'm with family, I'm like, look, you gonna have to lean to the other side. But anyways, but other than that though, I'm like, yeah, I'm usually sitting between family. I don't know. It's like I don't really like sitting near people. But I mean, my family, they're an exception to the rules and stuff. But if I'm like in the theaters by myself, somebody sits next to me, I'm like, dang, bro, it's like, nah, I'm like, they gonna probably look over at me, want to start having a conversation or something. Maybe if I lean like this, it's like if they sitting on this side, I'm like, maybe they might take the hint. And I don't want to like talk with nobody and things. But anyways, my thing is this: arms is like this. I guess if I'm sitting near a random person, then probably my arms would be. How is it that you like fall asleep? How is it your arm does that? Like, you know exactly where the woman's breast is at and stuff. You fall asleep and your arm. Yeah, I'm like, I ain't nobody hearing that.
how would that happen?
So you're going to be charged with endangering the welfare of a child, and you're going to be charged with criminal sexual contact.
Life will be screwed, officer. Can you please help? I have two kids.
No. At this point, you're being placed under arrest.
A movie
like,
night out with family at North Brunswick took a disturbing
ain't
turn.
gonna help you.
What
You're a
began as
weirdo.
a casual family movie night ended when a 47-year-old man inappropriately touched a juvenile multiple times and was later charged with child endangerment
That's crazy.
and criminal sexual contact.
How are you? You part of this? What's going on?
At 12:40 a.m., we heard a young female yelling at his direction, and her mother was there as well, and the young female.
And he did it right there in front of the mom.
While watching.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's all like, oh, okay. It's like, I'm bigger than the mom, bigger than the daughter. It's like, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. It's like, what would you have done if the dad was there, though? That's what I'm like, yeah, it's stuff like that where it's like, the dad, he's probably like, okay, like, nah, you guys go and watch the movie. I'm going to stay back at the house and sleep because it was like, yeah, it sounds like it's like 12 at night. So, but yeah, I guarantee and I promise you he wouldn't have did that if the dad was there. And if so, it's like, as the dad, the thing is this, it has to be a situation where both you and him are both getting arrested. Because I'm like, yes, please try something like that with me. I want you to. I dare you to. I'd be like, please. It's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, if you want to find yourself making 2 trips hospital and then jail, be my guest. But I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. It's stuff like that when it's like, I don't have kids. But the day when I do have kids, if it comes down between, I guess, going to jail and not going to jail, it's like, yeah, I obviously don't want to go to jail, but in a situation like that, I'm like, I mentally do not have no other choice. I'm like, yeah, so it's one of those things where if the cops, they're all like, hey, so if you are gonna try to like fight your way out of this or all this other stuff, like you want to plead not guilty, like it's best to go. No, I'm like, I'm guilty. I'm like, I beat that man in the theater. He touched my daughter, so kid, whoever. I'm like, but yeah, I'm like, he touched my kid, and yeah, it's something where I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you guys. I'm like, can I maybe get an ice pack from my hands or something? But yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you guys. I'm not gonna fight with you guys. I understand you gotta do your job. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, do what you guys gotta do. If you want to give me the, I guess, full like maximum punishment or whatever, I'm like, I ain't gonna try to kill him, but I am gonna try to like beat him to the point where he just won't do something like that ever again and things. But yeah, it's but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with the cops. I'm not gonna give them a hard time. I'm like, you guys do what you gotta do. You do your job. If you put me in jail or whatever the case may be, or you want to give me the full maximum punishment possible, I'm like, you guys do what you gotta do. But as long as he just won't do what he did no more.
In theater 7 that he touched her breast, and he indicates that he was sleeping. It was an accident. So
I was here before also. I watched another movie. This is the last movie I was watching, and I just fell asleep. Just leaned to her, but I didn't purposely, intentionally.
But it's like, how does your arms, like, that's the thing. When you lean like that. There's been times where I'm like, I remember when I used to work in Seattle and I fall asleep and I might like lean on the person. I'm like, oh, my bad. They just try to like position my body and things. Never once did, if a woman was sitting next to me, then it's like, I'm sorry. Your hands have to make motions. It's not like, oh, my arms have like random spasms and stuff. Yeah, this guy, I'm like, it's common sense and logic and just things. Yeah, that ain't adding up in your head, huh?
Aren't these the seats that are the recliners?
Recliners, yeah.
So let's humor me for a second. You're saying you fell asleep, leaned and touched her breast, right? Into those big couches.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So how would that happen?
I don't know. Like, I guess, like, if somebody has never said, I know exactly what seats they're talking about because there's a theater out here. There's a couple of theaters out here where they got like those recliner. No, is it 3? I think it might be 3 theaters out here in Washington that I know of that has those recliner seats, and they're pretty spaced out. So it's like you have to actually. It ain't like you kind of like y'all is just sitting in there packed and things. I guess if somebody's never been to one of these types of theaters, like, nah, bro, like them seats are pretty spaced out. So it would be impossible to do. You purposely did that crap. You can't accidentally touch a kid's personal area and stuff. And yeah, they just be like, with that much space, yeah, bro, no.
I was speaking to the side where he's sitting.
Okay.
Like this.
And then you fell over.
I fell over because she's sitting next to me. I just
Where's she at?
she's in theater 3, right over here.
Still? Is there a movie playing?
No, there's
No.
no playing. They're in theater 3 right here.
That guy's stupid.
Yeah, so he had tickets for theater 8.
Yeah, he said
theater
this was his
7.
second showing. He was watching 2 movies or something like that.
Yeah, so he said that since he was late to theater 8, the 10:30 showing,
Yeah.
he decided to go into the 11th hour.
Right. Okay. Ernie's gonna call the on-call detective.
Where's the mom?
They're in theater
Separate.
3.
I'm gonna get her information and stuff.
I don't know if you want to take a picture.
No, I'll write it down. I have to write it down anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the details, which theater, their seats, the rows, all that stuff. And you said that movie's still going on right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
theater 7. Yeah, that's still going.
She said they were either E4 and 5 or 6 and 5. This is the mom's information. I don't know if you just want to.
Yeah, no,
just to write it
I'm gonna
down.
get her license. She's.
Okay.
But what I want to see is the person next to them.
Next to them?
Yeah. But let's try to. Does she have her ticket stub or anything that we can have like the exact seat?
I could figure it out for them.
I'll go talk with them, and if anything, I'll bring her into the theater. But let's go talk to the.
I didn't really understand weekend. I have a daughter.
I mean, it makes sense now.
So I was just leaning because I was sleeping.
Don't tell me anything at this time. You know, like
He already said his side. I mean, I got his story, her story, and then I'm gonna just see if there's anyone else that saw what happened. But that's
The
really
reason
it.
we were alerted is because we heard the girl screaming in the hallway. Like he came out and the mother came out and the girl came out and she was pissed off and that's, then they told me his story. The girl told me her story and, so.
Witness in there, so
She's out?
I just told her she wanted to come talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
She just wanted to let you know what she saw and everything.
Okay.
we asked
We found
people
the real
on both sides. Yeah, so we found people on both sides. The one lady and the husband said they didn't see anything, but they heard her screams. They stopped touching me. So
Okay.
The guy called the
They
police.
know I'm a regular customer here. I pretty much come every day.
The mother said that when they came out there.
I like how they just cut him off. They was like, man, you ain't talking about nothing. Anyways, the mom said, it's like, who cares if you're a regular customer? You still did something where it's like there was no reason for you whatsoever. Even if there is, it's like, fam, you do not have any reason whatsoever to be touching another person, whether it's, to grab them, like tap them on their arm, inappropriately touch them. Like, it doesn't matter. You're invading a person's I guess, like, so my question would be is like, yeah, let's say there was a guy that had grabbed your privates. How'd that make you feel? You ain't gonna, it's because he's on some business where he's like, I don't want to get in trouble. So it's like, let's say that same situation happens to you, some dude grabs your privates. It's like, you would want that guy to get in trouble, right? So that's all. I'm like, fam, I ain't nobody hearing
Went
that.
that way, and she tried to go out that way, and yelled at him to come back. And that's when she ran over to scream and get us, and her daughter just kind of got emotionally.
So you stopped him attempting to leave?
Was that? No, he came out of this theater. The mother says that he came out of this theater in that hallway and was going to try to get out of here. She yelled at him.
Maple.
That's a
Romeo 65.
It is, baby. It's like, yeah, shut up, bro.
Romeo 65. Papa Golf uniform on Maple.
When we went over there,
Okay.
and the mother was, obviously frazzled and overwhelmed, and then the daughter just emotional.
Okay. Very good. I don't know.
It's like fleeing the scene is the least of your worries. It's like you still inappropriately touched a minor.
He's still playing right now, too, right?
Yeah.
So, till 40?
She's in the movie theater?
No, they came out the movie theater,
At about
but
12:40.
But where's she at now?
but the movie started prior. They're in theater 3.
Waiting in theater 3?
Yeah, they're in there with some of the staff. But it's an empty theater. There's nothing playing in there. It's just separated. Whoever the on-call is. Can you guys stay over here for a second?
Yeah.
Yo, Javi, come on.
Yeah.
Bro. So she said that he was like next to her, and then he kept doing this, nudging her, and then she kept like, leaving him alone, and then next thing you know, she felt like hands, and I was like, bro, really? Yeah.
So she gave him a warning and said, leave me alone. And he still, I'm like, put him in prison. Put him in prison where there's the guys in there. They haven't seen their wives and daughters and all that stuff. It's like they spending years in prison. Put him off in one of those prisons.
So the accusation against you, so you're aware, I'm just gonna keep it transparent. A detective may or may not respond out here to get statements from both parties, including the victim. She's a minor, she's a child, so that does escalate a little bit. So just for me again, you said you fell asleep in the couch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the reclining chair, and leaned into her space.
Right.
And-
There's another lady next to me, other side also.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a movie theater, it's dark, everyone's watching the movie, except you, because you were sleeping. And somehow...
And I'm like, and every time, like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't fallen asleep in, some movies and before. And I'm like, I just say that because I'm like, there's been times where I'm like, my family, they'll look over at me and be like, you asleep? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm watching it. Like, they got, the Avatars and freaking Titanic, James Cameron stuff. But I'm like, but on some real life stuff, though, jokes aside, like, I've fallen asleep in the theater. I've never once have nudged a person, disturbed anybody. I don't even think I snore. So I'm like, that's the thing. throughout my years of, I have to say, yeah, probably when I was a kid, when I was a baby, yeah, you know, it's like, well, like a kid more so. I'm like, I don't think my parents brought me to the theaters when I was like an infant or anything. But yeah, like when I was like in them like preschool ages and stuff where I could go to the theater, yeah, bro, it's like, and usually I think they would take me to go see a movie where it's like, okay, we know he gonna be locked into the movie and stuff. So yeah, I'm like stuff like I remember watching X-Men, and I'm like, yeah, you know, you locked into the movie and stuff, and you're just like, wow, this is crazy and things, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think I've ever have you know, caused any disturbance throughout my years of going to. I might have laughed a little bit too much, but yeah, other than that, I'm like, you know, well, if I did, there was a time where I was sick, and I'm like, it was more so my mom that I had disturbed and stuff. But I was sick. I had a cold. I'm like, can't help it if I. Yeah, we went to go see Shutter Island, and it's like there were scenes in there that kind of like, you know, it caught me off guard, so I jumped and then alerted the cold, and then I get the coughing and things.
You leaned into her
Yeah.
chest.
But never disturbed anybody besides my
I
mom.
was just leaning towards her side.
Yeah. Okay.
So, take him away.
All right.
I'll take him over.
Yeah. Let's go over there. Follow this officer. Yeah, you.
It's like, who else is out here? It's like, man,
So, officer, I'm regular customer.
That doesn't make a difference in this situation. All right. The regular customers commit crimes, right? Like people steal popcorn, steal candy, steal movie tickets. You know.
he did.
right.
Like, why does he keep saying that too? Like, oh, I'm a regular customer. They're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we'll let you go. You know, it's like, yeah, you watch a lot of movies here and all that stuff. So it's like, what that got to do with me? What does that got to do with the girl that you had just pretty much put her in a situation where it's like, she's not going to like, and that's the thing where it's like nobody should have to go through that, but it's like she went through that and she went like through it. And that's the thing too. It's like it doesn't even matter whether it's like young age, older age, like whether like, you know, she had been it wouldn't even make no difference if she was an adult. Still, you put her through something that she shouldn't even have went through. So it's like now she's gonna have like this trust issue with movie theaters. It's like, yeah, and that's the thing where it's like if she never wants to go to a theater again, it's like, yeah, it's like she has the I guess like what she went through, yeah, she has the right to think along those lines because it's like because of people like you. So
All right. Sorry.
You're good.
So we got Detective Gaither at headquarters. Need you to
Transport?
Yeah. I'm gonna transport him. He's not in custody yet.
Okay.
But he's gonna come with us. And no, they can't drive. You cool with her sitting in the front seat?
Yeah. And
Because it's both of them. We don't have that
all
many.
right, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk with the employee and try to get her to come down too. They want that and the one witness.
So they're just gonna clean my car out.
All right, go do your thing. And who was the one that stopped him from leaving? Was it you or?
No, the mother came out with the daughter, and he came out. They all came out at the same time. So they sort of yelled at him.
Okay.
They came out at the same time. He went right. That's according to the mother. He went right, and she said, "No, you're coming over here because you harassed my daughter."
Right. And he came back.
He came back, and then she went over there. She flagged me, and the other security guard down.
Okay.
And then we came over, and that's kind of how we were starting to intervene with them.
All right. I mean,
He stayed right there. He didn't run. He just.
I'll just warn of you, listen, in case he wants to call. Well, I don't think he needs to, but I'm not the detective, so.
The other guard talked more than him.
All right, gotcha.
Because I went in with the girls.
Gotcha.
What? Oh, here
Who
you go.
called 911? The one. All right, buddy, come on. You gotta come down to police headquarters, okay? Let's roll. Do you have anything on you? Any weapons? Yes. All right, have a seat.
you're gonna be off in the police station talking about, oh, I got 2 kids. I'm like, okay, your 2 kids is gonna know that you're a pedophile. It's like, that's when you look, get the 2 kids, bring them off down there. I'm like, this is who your dad is. Dad's a weirdo. He's a creep.
All right, sir. So we explained your side of the story to the assistant prosecutor. At this point, she approved 2 criminal charges. You're going to be charged with endangering the welfare of a child, and you're going to be charged with criminal sexual contact. All right?
Life will be screwed, officer. Can you please help? I have 2 kids.
No. At this point, you're being placed under arrest.
Yeah.
You stand up.
Can't help
Stand
you.
up. Summons
Here's
or
what you're-
is it a summons or warrant?
Warrant.
Okay.
It's like there's no help that you could get here.
Sir, I gave you a chance.
I'll agree with whatever you want.
No.
Hold on. You gotta get your watch.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm like, his kids ever see this video? Highly doubt they will, but if they do, I'm like, yeah, don't be like your dad. It's like, be better, be far better.
Back downstairs we go.
Whatever you want, I'll agree with you, officer.
Agree to go behind bars.
The truth is probably what he wants you to say.
I'll agree that is true. Yes, I'll agree. Please, this is my life, officer. I have kids. My life. See, I go to.
Sir, you're under arrest.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's like the thing is this. There's so many people in this world. My parents, they're like, obviously, you know, they have kids. They ain't never did no crazy stuff like this. I got friends that they have kids. They never did no crazy stuff like this. Family, other friends, a bunch of different people out there that got kids. They don't do stuff like this. So my question is what makes you different than any other parent? I guess the only difference would be it's like, yeah, you're a creep compared to the other parents, but it's like, fam, you got the same responsibilities. If you're willing to throw away all those responsibilities because you want to, I want to cop a feel and this and that and blah, blah, then it's like, yeah, whatever the crimes are, I'm like, those are the crimes that you're going to have to deal with. So it's like, yeah, we can't help you. Don't care about what you got going on and all this other stuff. I'm like, none of that matters to me. I'm like, if it comes down between caring about what you got going on in your life or worried that this teenager or whatever, it's like the girl was, it's like a minor pretty much, worried about her safety. If it comes down between choosing between her safety and put you behind bars, I'm like, yeah, it's well, I guess like, yeah, it's both. It's like, yeah, I'm worried about this girl's safety, and it's yeah, you know, gotta make sure that people like her are safe and everybody is safe. But yeah, we still gonna put you behind bars.
Right,
so
just go to court and fight it there, all right? Yes. You have a sweater for me?
Please, officer, please. Don't do this.
I've been mocking him.
Gator.
I'm like that, please officer and all that other stuff. That ain't gonna work with me. I'm like, please officer this, please officer that. You still gonna go to jail. So
elevator for this or stairs though?
Please, please.
I have no control over this. That's you know me. I sat with you the whole time. This way.
Can I call my wife?
Yeah, I have your phone downstairs.
Please, officer.
I don't know if you want to call her, but you can tell her that you're going to be processed.
I know. I'm like, yeah, explain that to your wife. Whole wife at home, and then you go out and do stuff like this. It's like, bro.
Let's make this quick, all right? In and out. Go ahead. Same process as before. Face the door.
The 47-year-old was arrested and charged with third-degree endangering the welfare of a child and fourth-degree criminal sexual contact. He is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
He probably will try to explain it to his wife, like, oh, I didn't do anything. The girl is crazy and all this other stuff. He was all like, yeah, she just randomly accused me and all that. And I'm like, to whoever his, I guess like, no, whoever his wife is, I'm like, yeah, watch this video. See how he was acting. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things where I guess because most people, I guess, like, if it's something where you're just randomly being, like, I guess, like, if this would have been me, I'm in the theaters, somebody stands up and randomly gets to looking at me, talk about, nah, you touch me and this and that. I'm like, fam, I don't even know who you are. I'm like, who are you? I'm like, I ain't gonna just be out there touching people. I'm like, but my thing is this, though. Like, minor, adult, anybody, I'm like, I respect people's personal space. So that's why I'm like, fam, I just think that the way that he was acting, he was more scared than trying to prove his innocence because he knew he was guilty. So yeah, it's like something like that. That's me. I'm like, yeah, I'll prove my innocence. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with that person. They got up and got the yelling and stuff, but yeah, he wasn't trying to do all that. So I'm like, yeah, my thing is this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, look, And that's what, and then the thing is this, I'm like, somebody that's guilty, they ain't gonna be saying stuff like that. But I'm like, look, bring up, because I'm pretty sure movie theaters, they have cameras. So I'm like, bring up them cameras. I'm like, do any and everything that you need witnesses. I'm like, you do any and every, I guess everybody's gonna be watching the movie, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that theater got cameras. If they showed them parts in, what was it, them Paranormal Activity, well, no, those are like, it looked like those were like somebody was holding the camera or something. I was about to say those commercials for Paranormal Activities, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure movie theaters, they do have cameras in the inside. So yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, bring them cameras up. And I'm like, and it's just show where I was like minding my own business and they got up and got the yelling and stuff. So, but yeah, somebody that's guilty, they ain't gonna be saying no stuff like that. There's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, as soon as the cameras get brought up and they guilty, then they're gonna be all like, oh well, yeah, the cameras, it's CGI. It's like, bro, they're for the movie, but not for no security cameras. So, but anyways, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cam Stories TV for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.